Have I got a story for you guys today? So I'm gonna get the pellets loaded up in the stove over there. We have like 5 bags chilling back here. I'm gonna get them loaded up quick, and we gotta get the labels off the side of this. Josh is bringing his truck in. But we gotta talk about this whole social media thing and cops and all the other bullshit. So let's get into it. So Josh brought his laptop because I'm updating my Edge because it doesn't work on a MacBook. You can see I did not do this side yet. What are we doing today? Timing and boost?
Yes.
You said block off the wastegate. So I got the labels off the side. I was able to rub all the paint damage, off, minus, a couple. I missed a couple spots, but whatever. So you can see how there's like burn lines in it. This is all coming off slowly, but I can't. That's not working for that. I have to actually use Goo Gone and put some elbow grease into it. So I've got the tailgate done 100%. The tailgate's perfect, but I've got to get that side and then the other side. All right, we're at step 2. It's been doing this for about an hour now. So
Has it been an hour?
yeah, it's been about an hour. So we're updating and letting it do its thing. It's no longer corrupted. Whoever here just getting this shit set aside. Got all that stuff off. That's paint damage right there. It'll be all right. And then I gotta get all of that, and then we're done.
Scale it. Time for a train.
All right, so we are step 5 out of 5. We're getting there. Who wants to hear the story about how the state police came to my house last night over a TikTok? This guy right here. He showed up at my house last night, and he, guns drawn, show me your logbook. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't actually happen. But I made a TikTok of me, hauling that concrete boom or whatever the hell it was. I took it out to Wisconsin. I wasn't even in Pennsylvania, right? So I took this trailer out to Wisconsin. A driver broke down. I was taking it out there, right? I'm not a hotshot driver anymore. I'm just a guy on a rescue mission at this point. I get back, I made a bunch of TikToks. I was making fun of the guys on TikTok, the steering wheel holders, and the people that aren't actually real truck drivers who pick on people or get pissed that people park in the semi-truck spots, which they're not semi-truck spots, they're just commercial vehicle spots. Nobody in person has ever had the balls to actually say something in person because most of the people in person don't give a shit. But you get the people that, behind the camera, freak out, oh my God, you can't park there, this and that. Those people are not truck drivers. Those people have never driven a truck in their life. They're just people that are miserable in their own life. So I made a video responding to that, just, being a smart ass. And I got home, it's been probably, I don't know, a week and a half, something like that, week and a half, week, something like that, I don't know. And I got a knock on my door around like 9-ish last night. And I opened the door and I'm like, here we go. I had no idea what it was for. The guy asked, so I went outside, I talked to the guy. He was real cool, nothing against the guy. He wasn't a DOT officer, he was just, I believe he was with the state police. I believe so, if my memory serves me correct. And he was cool, he just, needed to talk to me, this and that. He was asking if I knew why I was here, and I'm like, not really, because, we have an officer at the house usually every month for something. For something. But this time, it's like, so he said, have you been hauling anything overweight, and something about videos and this and that, and I'm just like, here we go. So I made a TikTok, screwing around. I told people, not only do I not have a CDL, I said I don't even have a license, and I made that joke. It got 1.2 million views on TikTok, literally within a period of a week, and now the state police show up at my door. They told me, just watch out, make sure to, just keep everything legal because now my truck is a target. They're going to be looking out for my truck specifically. And honestly, I think it's a sign because I make no money off of doing Hotshot. I do not physically make a dime. I do not profit any money from doing Hotshot at this point. And I told you guys in one of my last videos, I probably am going to be leaving Hotshot permanently at this point because it's so bad. I was reading a story the other day. I was watching this dude. Guy's going to make $500,000 gross this year and take home $60,000. Can you imagine being an over-the-road truck driver, making $500,000 a year and only getting to keep $60,000 of it for your bills and all your other personal stuff? Basically, huge high markup. The only people that are making money on truckers are the brokers and the receivers and shippers and all that stuff. Truck drivers aren't out here making any money. Most hotshots aren't even out here making any money. Like, it's just one of those things. You see the YouTubers and, you know, I have this, I have that. It's all just a show 99% of the time. Like, the people that are out here really making money are the guys that have direct customers. And if you're running off the load board, none of these people can lie to you. Like, factually, the majority of them are broke. So, you know, I made some jokes on TikTok and this and that, and that's ultimately what happened. So now I'm a target, and I need to make sure that I stay as legal as possible. So I'm probably just going to be taking, like, small stuff here and there, but I'm not going to be running Hotshot anywhere near what I used to. Like, the whole industry is a shit show. I'm making more money physically in the shop and off of YouTube. And the only reason I'm going to take any loads from now on and label them Hotshot is because that's the only way you guys watch. So we got to have some shit show scenarios, and then you guys watch, and then you guys bring me work, and it's great. But no more, no more of the bullshit hauling, like, Hotshot full-time and this and that. So figure I'll bring that story to you guys. But this is how the truck's looking in the meantime, in case any DOT officers, you know, see it on the road. It's just one of those, you're not going to catch me doing something illegal. It's just not going to happen. It's a single-wheel truck. It's a Ram 2500. It's not even a commercial vehicle at this point. There's a reason that I bought a single-wheel truck over a dually. Because in the state of Pennsylvania, if you have a dually, even if you're empty, you can get pulled over just for existing if you don't have any numbers. You can't pull me over in this truck if I did nothing wrong. My tires are covered by the fender flares. You know, everything on this truck is legal. It, you know, minus it has a New York State inspection, whatever. I do need to get that taken care of. But everything on this truck is physically legal at this point. So it's like, we'll see how the harassment goes. I don't have much against law enforcement in the state of Pennsylvania because I haven't had many issues with law enforcement in Pennsylvania. Like, everybody, for the most part, I've never really had any issues with them. Till I start posting stuff. But, I mean, no, like I said, the guy that stopped by last night, he was pretty cool. He was respectful. You know, we had our conversation, this and that. And he went on his way. So I'm not going to sit here and badmouth law enforcement. I've had my issues with specific branches. But all in all, I mean, state police I've never really had issues with. DOT cops are a different story, though. In all seriousness, though, if I get pulled over, I get to make a video out of it. I get to make some money off of it. The cop might get their little bit of revenue. I get my little bit of revenue from the thing. I don't lose any money getting tickets, especially because most of the time I'm not illegal. The only thing they've always gotten me for the tires. And this truck has fender flares, so I'm not going to be getting pulled over for tires anymore. I mean, Pennsylvania does bitch about the light bar a little bit, but I don't know if I can get in trouble for that because this one is a flashing amber light bar. It's not a white light bar. So I don't know, but that's my story with it. We're gonna continue with Josh's thing here. I might split this video into 2 parts because I don't want to give you guys like a 20-30 minute video on this whole topic. But
You're not gonna be in it long. There's no heat.
I'm not riding in that. That thing's got no heat.
You're a pussy boy.
Josh needs to fix his, oh, look, guys, look, he's in jeans and boots today. Look at him smiling. He's so happy. Yeah, there's no heat, if you guys could tell. I'm stepping back.
Whoa.
That was stupid.
It's been like 30, 40 minutes, man.
While we're doing his timing, I'm coming over here and doing some things. My K&N is dirty. I don't recommend these filters. Rather just not run a filter at all. I'm going to pull my belt off and see which one of these damn pulleys are squeaking, and I'm going to get that on order and get a Gates belt on here. And it makes it easier that the fan shroud's not there. So what do you need a fan for? But yeah, at some point we'll have to get a cold air intake on this beast. So while we're trying to get the boost up, his timing's already done. We're sitting at like 21 degrees.
I didn't do that.
Wrong side. No, use the open end.
No,
I gotta get that nut off of there so we can adjust the wastegate.
I can't, but fuck you.
But we can't get, like, I moved it, you know, probably a good bit, and it got only up to 44 pounds from 40. So we need to take the nut off so that we can get more adjustment out of it. We're trying to get this thing to like 60 pounds.
We're just trying for.
Alright, so when you want all of the horsepower, there's a nut right here, and that takes up some room. So what we're gonna do, I don't know where the other thing went. This thing here, you make horsepower by making this rod shorter. You make more boost. So what we're gonna do is get rid of that nut so we can bottom this thing out the entire way. And depending on how, actually it looks like that rod can be threaded in there pretty far. I'm actually gonna shorten this rod too. So we're gonna do that so that we can make this thing even shorter because it seems like it's just, you know, he wants more boost. So we'll see what we can physically get out of this thing. So I have now shortened the rod. Now we're gonna shorten this rod a little bit so that we can get a little bit more on the clearance. Because they told him that this turbo would get 65 pounds.
No.
How much did they say it would get you?
I was going for 50. 50.
Okay, we're shooting for 60. All right.
Okay.
Took off a little bit. So now we can have this thing very, very short. And we are going to make all of the boost. Because this came from Power Driven Diesel saying it'll do 50 and we cannot get 50. So now we're going to go for 60. This is my favorite method of getting the wastegate line on. It's just popping some air in there and then right there. So I got Josh going to town on his wastegate solenoid. I told him just to go the whole way.
Ah, this is bullshit.
It might be.
Ah, this is bullshit.
We're probably going to have to get a different wastegate solenoid, but I went and got one of these fuel pressure gauge before I realized that my shit was bad, so we're going to go put it in. It's an 18. And a 19 apparently. So I'm going to go slap this guy in just to have it. I realized that none of the pulleys are squeaking. It is the belt. So I'm going to go and grab a Gates belt and we'll do that eventually, but if it keeps bothering people, I'm just going to leave it alone for a while. But I'm going to put that right there. So here this is. Somebody put 2 washers on the bottom and somehow it was not leaking that I can see. So we're going to go ahead and replace that with, you know, copper ones. Oh, it fits. It fits. Yeah, that's crazy that it wasn't leaking at all. And I didn't catch it the other time. I took it off, so whatever. Screw that down in there. It's a 19. Then we'll be able to put the sensor in the top. Tweedledildowski's still over here. If you guys are wondering, this is a winter front. This is what Josh does to make his engine.
Behind.
You should be putting this behind the intercooler because now you're just keeping cold air from the turbo.
What am I doing?
Oh.
What am I doing?
You should put this behind the intercooler so you still get cold air to the intercooler, but not any air
This
to
actually made a nice difference.
Yeah, I know. You're sucking hot air into the turbo. Yeah, so he's got 1 winter front, then he's got 2 winter front.
Now I've doubled the girth of the winter front.
This thing does not warm up for shit.
No, it doesn't. It takes me the whole way to work with a block heater to get up to temp.
Block heater?
Yeah, I block heatered it.
Oh, you plug it in.
Yep.
Oh, so it's electric. So you're doing good for the environment.
Yep.
Awesome.
Let's say that. It's a hybrid.
Josh is really trying to bottom this thing out. We're close.
I know
He's
damn
getting
well I
there.
meant to take it back off. For shits and giggles, should I bottom it out or just leave it where it is?
Nope, bottom it out. We're going for 70 pounds.
What the fuck? Do you think it'll hit that high?
No, I don't.
I don't want to floor it that hard either.
You should.
Save it.
Alright, so the other wastegate ended up snapping from all the pressure. So we have another wastegate here. We're not going to hook the line up. We're going to see where the boost is at like that. And see if we need to add the line or keep it just the way it is. So I got this plugged off for now. We're going to do some testing and see if this thing is going to hold back enough boost. We need 50 to 55 pounds is what we're shooting for. So I feel like exhaust pressure is going to be enough to overpower this. Alright, so we got his exhaust clamp fixed because the old clamp was allowing there to be a gap up here. So that has been replaced. And now we just need to fix the hanger that broke because the welder that I have is ass. Surprised it lasted as long as it did. That's disgusting. So gonna try and do a workaround on that. If you guys are interested in some fuel savings, go check out Mudflap, link in the description. Also check out, there's a bunch of other stuff down there, so go check any of that stuff out. I'm also double posting on Rumble, so if you guys wanna see any of that, go check it out. See you guys in the next video. Stay safe. See ya.